Yeah.
I'm definitely different.
I'm different. Yeah.
What's your favorite cheese to eat?
Cheese?
Yeah.
Cheese.
You officially took the longest out of everyone he asked.
Bro, cheese. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, hey,
Like cheddar,
I love a lot of cheese. I'm like,
Lucerne
it is a hard
slices.
question.
Cheddar's good.
And
Like,
then there's
Parmesan,
sharp cheddar,
Medium
Gouda,
cheddar?
Gouda,
Colby Jack,
Kobe Jack,
Pepper
and then
Jack.
there's Pepper Jack.
Halloumi.
And then there's queso fresco,
Feta.
feta.
I don't like feta.
I love feta.
I'm fed up with
You know
feta.
what I do? I'd rather do queso fresco.
Yeah,
Queso fresco is way better. Yeah. Feta just has that. It's like sour. It's like eating a Sour Patch Kid that mixed in your cheese. It makes you make that face that. I don't know. I can't do it.
That sour adds to like the recipe you're wanting.
It's like blue cheese too. Like blue cheese got a little taste to it.
Yeah.
Tastes like sock a little bit. Yeah.
It tastes like a moldy sock.
It tastes like moldy sock, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's an acquired taste.
The other day I was playing with my dog. You saw how small she is. I was laying on my bed. And I was just spinning her toy around. She's going crazy, and she's like on my chest spinning around. And then I was yawning, and her butthole hit me right on the tongue, and that tasted better than blue cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. It's personal preference, I think.
Personally, yeah. I don't know about asshole.
Yeah.
like,
well, I mean, different from human asshole, because I've tasted lots of that, and it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not.
She gets a lot of poop stuck in her fur.
I thought you were going to say she was spinning around and the tail was
my ex-girlfriend, not my dog.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were going to say the tail was giving you like a fucking Dirty Sanchez while you guys were fucking spinning her around on your chest.
I feel like you're just trying to bring it up again, the fact that I accidentally licked my dog's butt. Mm-hmm. But it was just funnier the way I said it.
Okay.
Yeah. This is just a sound check.
I don't think like you accidentally just...
No, seriously.
Like,
he's got a lot of time alone.
It sounds like a freak accident.
Oh, it was a freak accident.
You know, it's a freaky ass accident. You know, I don't know who liked it more, the dog or you.
Yeah. She didn't like it. She bit me, dude.
He's
the freak.
He's like, man, it's all right. You know, it kind of tastes better than blue cheese.
It still tastes better than blue cheese. Welcome back to the Open Mic Podcast. Back this week. We've been gone for a couple weeks, feeling a little rusty, but it's all right. With me as always, Jason.
Yeah, that was me.
I was going to say it all weird like I normally do.
You kind of still did.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Jason.
There you go.
And this week, special guest. We've been wanting to get you on for a while. We got Midnite, Jesus Castillo.
What's up, baby?
I should have asked first how you wanted me to do your name.
No, that's right. You got it. You nailed it, man.
Cool. Hell
yeah.
You like the good. Next best thing would have been Michael Buffer or Bruce Buffer. You were like third.
No, you could have been like a strip club DJ.
There we go.
Oh yeah, dude. I can sell you some pills in the bathroom.
Welcome out to King's Cabaret. Right now, I want you to put your eyes on the main stage. Right now, we have the lovely Midnite.
Bringing out his duffel bag of penis. Who's ready? Let's pack for a trip. You know what I mean, baby? Let's go on down to Pound Town.
It's going to smell like fajitas for a while, but go get your Hypnotic and Hennessy right now for the next 3 to 5 minutes for $5.
Before this block of Tupac is over.
And then come back for $2 dances. And when it starts smelling like guacamole, get your ass out of here.
Get your ass out of here right now.
No, thanks for coming, man. I know it's kind of a long drive for you to make it, but I'm glad you're here.
Oh, yeah, man.
Smoking a cigar like the boss. The boss is here.
Man, I've just been getting into I've been having this cigar, I've just been trying to get like a little good occasion to break it out. And I broke it out, man. So.
There it is.
Yeah, we're honored.
You're on film. When's a better time?
Right.
You know? Fuck it.
How long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
Man, I think I've been doing it for like 11 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 11 years. I just started getting good.
Yeah.
Traction finally started taking off.
It started taking off right now, man. It takes a long time just to get to understand comedy. You like to understand it and to like really because what's not been done? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of premises have been done, and when you start comedy, I think you're just trying to make crowds laugh, so you do like the smaller, dumber jokes or whatever. Like, I feel like a lot of my old jokes are hacky as fuck. I watch those videos and I feel sick to my stomach. But I think it takes a long time to figure out how to format a joke to tell like a crowd, because you have to figure out the difference in my mind, like what's funny between you and your friends and what's funny to like a group of strangers when they're sitting there looking at you like, make us laugh, this is your job
specifically.
It's funny when I first started, like I guess
just generally,
I guess when we're off when we first start doing comedy, like we automatically know, like we get to like the sex. Like it's always about sex because you know why? That's the funny, awkward shit that everybody can relate to, and that's why we start off so fucking dirty.
Yeah, sex and taking shits,
sex,
basically.
taking shits, like all
Jerking
that,
off.
jerking off. Like if you go to an open mic, that's all you're gonna hear from the new guys.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear fucking jerking off and sex and being real dirty because that's fucking what we know. Like that's what
something everybody on the planet, just about, except for a few weirdos, can relate to. And even if they haven't had sex, they've seen it.
they've been there before. They've done all the dumbass shit that comes with sex. Sex sometimes is fucking awkward.
Yeah.
You know,
as a fan of comedy, that's the funniest shit though.
yeah,
Sex,
because like you start
falling
off
down,
fucking
getting hurt.
You start off like, oh, it's gonna be sexy, but no, most of this shit is fucking awkward. Like,
Yeah.
like come on, like
I was gonna say, is there a point for you where it's not awkward? Because it's always at the beginning, at least, of any sexual interaction. It's like
I just don't like them seeing my face. Like my face is so fucked up.
I wish they would only look at my
Like-
face and not the rest of what I got.
Get a body
Yeah.
mask.
If they could just focus on me and fiddle around and figure the rest out without looking, it would be a lot less awkward for me. That's what I'm always worried about.
Yeah, it's like the locking eyes. I can't do.
Yeah.
I can't lock eyes.
Well,
I
don't look in
can't.
their eyes. Look right here.
No, it's just I feel like laughing for some reason. I like.
just saw you.
I feel bad. Like I
I'm
hired.
like, you just saw me naked and you really would just want to be here for
Yeah.
real?
Fuck is
Like-
wrong with you?
Isn't that
I'm laughing at that. I'm laughing at that. The awkwardness of like shit. It's fun.
It's like, and it's more like not so much like a funny laugh. It's like a laugh. Like, damn, you actually want to still be
Like
with
the
me
first
right
time
now.
you had sex, like, oh, so like this is it. This is good.
Damn.
Yeah.
This is all right. This is this is what.
Who else you doing this with?
You know what I'm
bitch?
saying?
Let me find out.
Yeah, I don't like. It's always awkward for me, and I always when they look at me too, I'm like, just don't look at the rest. Like that's
Yeah.
like, you still want to be here? Like,
I don't know. I think I like somebody like I'll make you like for me like what's sexy is making me feel confident and making like each other feel confident.
yeah,
You know, if you make me feel confident, I was like, hell yeah, we're
I think it's that acceptance.
Absolutely. We can
we're probably
fuck with
gonna
each
have the
other.
best sex ever.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think it's when you both feel that acceptance from each other. Where, no, I'm not judging you, because I feel like for example, when I'm on my back and a chick's riding me, I feel like my titties are sliding into my, like an old
Yeah.
lady with menopause, like they're sliding into my armpits, or like they're just all
Yeah.
over the place, and I'm like, just.
No.
I'd rather make the weird eye contact.
You're like, is
than
that her tits?
Wonder
Yeah,
if
like-
you're judging my gross body.
Like, I remember, like, if I knew that I was maybe gonna get some that day, I knew I had to shower, and I knew I had to put baby powder in all of the
So you can stay cool.
You gotta dry out the swamp. Get the gators out of there.
the little crevices.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you had to, like, you know what I'm saying? Just in case something was about to go down.
Oh, dude, if there's
know what
just
I'm
a
saying?
possibility, if I know there's sex, I prepare days in advance.
Yeah.
I try to eat clean. I try to have the ghost wipes going on that day. I try to fucking, and this is funny because literally this week I went to go re-maintain the yard, you know, and it's like hard, especially the older I get, the longer my balls get.
Yeah.
So I'm like wrapping them around my wrist, and I'm like trying to make
Oh,
sure.
man.
I'm like, I don't want a chick to like
hold these.
Yeah, I don't want
Look,
a chick
I'ma
to like
tell you
go
what
down on me and
happened.
be like, why? It's pretty clear. There's nothing here, but there's just one forest just on the bottom of your sack. I'm like, nah, that's my soul patch, baby. That's
I'm gonna tell you what happened
my
to me.
70 stash.
I went to I wanted to get ready, right? And I think I overdid it with the baby powder.
It's possible.
Yeah, I overdid it. So,
I've learned.
and I'm fresh. I felt fresh, right? But when like that day, I just did it just in case we did, and we did. And in one of those, I laid back, and the whole baby powder was right here, and it didn't look like powder. it looked like hey man, were you trying to make tortillas or something?
Oh, you had some dough.
I had masa all
That's what
over.
I'm saying. Not to laugh.
She's like,
It looked like you had some biscuits out
I'm
the
like,
can.
did you try to hide some tortillas before you made them or something? Like, why do you do? Why? I swear, but like, hey,
Shut up, bitch. Just my mom's recipe.
And the crazy thing is that she was still down with it. So like, I was like, this is why we laugh. This is,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's why it's so awkward. You know what I'm saying? Because we do a lot of bullshit to get ready for sex that shit, sometimes it's just, hey man, I'm rolling masa.
Tamale season coming.
Tamale season coming. I got you, baby.
Looks like you got a couple of biscuits straight out the can, then
For
everybody
a
in the
whole
oven
week-
just smushed under your
For a
titties.
whole week, she was like downplaying me. Like she was like, oh, they go to Masa Man right there.
Masa man.
The Masa Man, like, you know, the Masa. I don't know if you guys listeners like that are Latino, but like all the non-Latinos, masa is like what you use to make tortillas,
Maseca.
Tamales too, right?
tamales, and all that.
It's
stuff.
the
So
cornmeal.
That's the cornmeal. So like, that's what I was like.
The Masa Man coming.
The Masa Man is coming, baby.
That might be the title, Masa Man coming.
Early.
Masa
Caught
Man
one of them
coming.
early.
Yeah.
It happens, man. It's just awkward situations, man.
But see how, like, when we're new at comedy, we start doing these sex jokes, but they're crude and not as well thought out. But now that you're like further into the game, like I'm like 6.5, almost 7 years.
Yeah.
You can actually think of the things that people really relate to, and they could like,
Yeah.
you can paint the picture better. Like they can actually picture,
Yeah.
instead of just like, oh, shit on my hand or whatever, like quick
Yeah.
sex things.
And it was crazy. It was crazy
Yeah.
because like I was talking like real sexy to her, like yeah, baby, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you this.
Like smooth Mac
I'm
Daddy
gonna
Pimp.
give you this Thor hammer.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Barry White over
I'm
here.
a lay this hammer down. You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
And then she's like, okay. And then she like, you know how sexy girls are, and they just lay you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I laid back,
Right,
baby.
right.
That titty came up, baby.
And there was that dough ready to roll.
It looked like you 3D.
Yeah.
It looked like you 3D printed a bra that started to melt.
Like she was just holding it in a steamer. She was holding it in a steamer to use it later. You know?
The meat ain't ready. We can't roll them out
Yeah, I
yet.
can't do it. Like, hey, I can make 2 or 3 enchiladas with these.
Oh man. Also, before we move on too, I want to say thanks for being out at the show the week before last at the Improv. That was
Yeah, man.
that like over exceeded my expectations. That was a great show. If you guys didn't come, you fucking missed it. It was a great show. Midnite killed it. We had a bunch of other really funny
I
comics.
saw it.
Jason even came out. He don't even like me or come to my shows.
And there I
And
was.
he enjoyed it.
Talking to everyone and shit.
I heard him laughing. And I heard Jason try to start the heckle and him pull it back in.
Yeah, I
And
saw
was
that,
like,
man. I saw
yeah.
when he tried to heckle.
He said there was one thing where he said boo at, but it was okay because it was like during a laugh.
It was funny when you did that. Did you
Yeah.
know it was you knew
No,
it was me? Oh, okay.
I knew it was you.
All right.
I could see you. The lights are pretty bright up
Absolutely.
there.
No, I remember you said something real funny right after I did the heckle.
Yeah, but I like the last couple of shows. I headlined a show last week. I did more time. I did like 45 minutes, and like I realized I still had like probably 10 minutes of like solid jokes, not new shit, but like shit that I know works. That I was just like, they got enough. But both shows, the Improv one and this one, 20 minutes into my set, I started sweating, which is normal, but it was all just going, no matter what I did. I don't know if you noticed towards the end of my set, I was doing this because it was all just, it was burning my eyes. It was going right into
If
my
you don't know,
eyeballs.
man, if you
Fucking hate that
never been
shit.
to those stages, oh my god! Especially if you're big, bro. Now you don't even have to be big. Is that them lights are hot.
Yeah.
And you're up there,
Like
and you're,
actual
and you're-
temperature hot.
Yeah.
They got them like right on you, like you're like some
Yeah.
KFC sitting
And-
on the counter.
Oh,
Me-
dude, like you're at a Chester's in a truck stop, and this chick has been sitting
Yeah.
here all day, motherfucker.
Yeah, you've been
but
under
they
that
literally
heat
have
lamp.
a row
Well
of
done.
like heat lamps on you, and they got these other lights, and
Yeah.
I was sweating like a motherfucker, dude.
You
But no,
sweating like a
just thanks for
rotisserie
coming
chicken.
and making it a good show. It
Oh
was.
no problem, man. You
I'm
already know.
super happy of how it turned. I could have done better, but I'm going to say that no matter what.
You did really good that show, man.
I appreciate that, but it's how it is. No matter what, when you get off, you're like, yeah, but I should have done this.
We're
joke,
always
I
hard
should've
on
done this.
ourselves. We're already hard on ourselves because you know what? Because we know that we could be a lot better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We sometimes man, every time we get on stage, the nerves kill you. But you prepared so much that as soon as you hear like that first laugh, you start getting into your zone. You know what I'm saying? It's just the nerves be eating you up before anything. Like especially when you have like 8 comics coming in front of you and they're killing and they're doing everything. So you're like, oh my god, like I had the bubble guts and everything. So So everybody did pretty good that day, man.
Yeah, I was pretty nervous for like 2 days. That whole week I was nervous. That whole day, like I usually order when I'm at the Improv, I usually order a steak because I'm like, fuck, this is the Improv, baby. It's time to fucking eat like a king. And I
thought for
ordered
sure
one.
You would have had one.
I did order one, but I had them like plate it to go, and then after I got drunk, and then someone else took it out of my car. I ended up at somebody's apartment with a gun. It was a whole weird thing.
That was
but anyways,
that was at that bar. I took somebody's plate.
might have been, and it's good too. I was getting New York Strip, but anyways, let's move on. You got some questions for us, Jason?
Yeah, a couple would you rathers. How about this? Would you rather have the power to put other people in an awkward situation, or have the power to remove yourself from an awkward situation?
The second one, because I already put people in awkward situations.
Just naturally?
Like I already have that power.
Does Mike put you in an awkward situation?
People fuck all the time, so they're already in awkward situations. So
I don't remember.
I want to get out of an awkward situation, like that person that talks to you, but you don't really know how to respond to them. Like I just want to get out of like awkward conversations.
Yeah,
I
know the feeling.
Yeah,
when I was at the show, somebody was like chatting me up and shit, and I saw that they had like what looked like a pimple popped out of their face, and it was still there, like the line sticking out.
Yeah, I would have been. Dude, I was like, I'm out of here.
I was finding my spot.
Hey, I
gotta
got a shit.
I gotta go.
I gotta go, man.
I say things. I think I might even said something weird to you after the show. I can't remember because me and you, when you were leaving, I don't remember what I said, but I say things sometimes, and as I'm saying it, I'm like, no, like don't. I didn't want to do that. I start the awkward conversations, and then I'm the one that's got to find a way out of it.
I know you for a while now, so I'm like, it's
I don't remember.
It's Mikey.
I remember the server was like, "Why'd you say that?" I was like, "What did I couldn't even remember what I said because I was just on a high from everything that just happened."
It just happened.
It was right after the show, and he's like, "You're dumb," and walked away. I was like, "Fuck, what did I say?"
Yeah, I don't remember, man.
Well, that's good. So good.
It worked out. Okay, well,
I don't think it was anything bad though.
How about
I
this?
hope not.
End of the world. Would you rather spend your last moments with family or do something totally crazy?
Something totally crazy.
I think I do with family because I hardly see him. You know what I'm saying?
You're out there doing crazy shit already?
Not crazy shit, but like, I just do what I want to do. Like I work towards what I want. So most of that, man, I've missed quinceañeras, I've missed weddings, I've missed birthdays, I've missed Christmases and New Year's. When you're in this like game, you don't have no time for that.
So you'd pop back up on family,
relationships, friendships, family that they get mad at you. They think you're just avoiding them. It's like, no,
sometimes people think that this is like a selfish profession.
Kind of is.
It kind of is. But it's
in
because,
one regard.
But in one regard, like you bringing laughter to a lot of people, you know. So you really not selfish in that point. Like just people don't understand.
Well, I mean, it could be compared to any kind of a not necessarily a hobby or a craft, but because I don't have a better representation, I would just say that because with any hobby or craft, you'll get better eventually doing it. This is something that some people might not get better.
Yeah,
you know,
like,
sometimes
I wish I could be.
You have to work at it.
Yeah,
but it's both. Family. I mean, it's selfish, and I mean, like you said, you are bringing laughter and joy to other people. And I've even had a lady come up to me after a show once. I did a joke about a funeral. I went to the funeral of my bully, and I was making fun of it. I put a booger on his body and all this stuff.
Nice.
But I start out kind of making fun of the crowd where I'm like, I only do the joke. I never plan to do it. I only do it after a joke bombs. Mm-hmm. Like if a joke doesn't do well. Because I say, okay, let's switch it up. You guys didn't like that last one. I went to a funeral recently. I'm just trying to match the energy of the room right now.
Some people get it, some people don't.
Yeah, usually they do, but I did the joke, and then afterwards, the owner of the place, I can't go back to this place, but I still email him every month. Anyways, he's in the middle of him bitching me out for that joke specifically. This little gray-haired old lady comes over to me, and she knew the owner, and she goes, hey, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just want to give this young man a hug. And she goes, I just went to a funeral on Wednesday. She goes, you made me feel a lot better about it. It was more lighthearted, and thank you. When you get done dealing with the owner, go back over here to your shirts. Me and my friends want to buy some shirts from you. I was like, oh, thank you. And I turn around to the owner that was already mad about that specific joke. And I didn't say a word. And he just looks at me and goes, fuck you. And he threw the checks at me because I booked the whole show. So he gave us, and he fucked the checks up.
You brought that old bitch that we worked with though, didn't you? Right?
Yeah. No, this wasn't even in Texas. It was an out of town gig.
Yeah, it's like some people get the humor, some people don't, and And it's okay because it's not for everybody. Like you're not gonna be for everybody.
Yeah.
I learned that like very early on in comedy. It's like, bro,
it's very hard to be 100%,
being in these bar shows, because we do a lot of bar shows, and those bar shows, people don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
They're not even there for comedy. They're there because their apartment's behind the place, and they go there every night.
Some of them didn't even know there was going to be comedy that night.
Yeah, because that's how we start off. We start off at bar shows.
I've had people get mad at me because there's a comedy show, and I'm like,
I
literally told one guy, he's like heckling me and dreaming, and I stopped, and I feel like I got him to stop yelling at me because I was sincere. I was like, hey man, this is my dream. Like, this is all I want to do, like, for life.
Yeah.
And I was real sincere, and he goes,
serious tone.
Yeah. And he turned around and faced the bar and just kept drinking.
Didn't say shit else.
Yeah, I was
but to answer your question, yeah, man, family, bro.
Yeah, what would you do?
Yeah, do something crazy.
I try to get my family to do something crazy.
I'm
with
stuck
me.
with my fucking family all the fucking time. I'm ready to fucking just. If it's the end of the world, just go disappear.
Yeah, there's no way your family will latch onto you. They're like, you're not
gonna
gonna
somehow cling on.
Yeah, my family doesn't want nothing to do with me anyway, so it's fine. I'll see them when I'm dead too.
I was
like,
say,
your reason for
together. Your reason for not family is you just have too many stops to make, then, because they don't even all want to fucking hang out together.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, that joke I do about my dad having 18 brothers and 2 sisters, that's real. And they all have kids that got kids that got
you're
kids
half
that
Latin,
got kids.
right?
Yeah,
yeah, that's normal for us. Yeah.
And then my mom's like Kentucky white, so she's got 12 brothers and sisters.
Fuck.
So I mean, it's hard just to find someone to have sex with. I'm not related to.
Yeah, she's Mexican. I don't think she's white.
She's
bro.
basically her family was so trash. She's basically Mexican.
It's the Mexican of the white people, I guess, right?
They eat the same thing, beans all the time.
God damn! Hold on, man. This is getting a little racist out here, baby.
But it's okay because I hate both sides.
Yeah.
And I am both sides.
Do you talk any Spanish?
I'm not right now. I'm not fluent, but if I'm drunk or I see one of my uncles, I'll have a whole conversation.
Like, what would you say to him when you see your uncle?
I don't know. I'm not drunk.
Only hablo mucho español.
I don't know. Like, I took a friend of my uncle's house, and I told this friend I was half Mexican, and like I felt like he didn't believe me, and I saw my tío Rafa, and I just started having a whole conversation with him about his car, and like him and my dad have a business, and then afterwards, look at my friend. He's like,
if
what
your
the
uncle
fuck?
would come in, and what would you like? What was the first thing that you said? Like, hey, what's up, Mikey? ¿Qué onda, Mikey?
Something like that.
What would you say?
I'd probably say the same thing back. Like, oh, ¿qué pasó? Ven acá, or I don't know. Like my grandma, my grandma's dead, but the only thing, she only said one sentence to me ever. And every time I walk into her house, she'd be like, ay, mijo, dame un beso, esta tamales en la cocina, ven allá. And then she wouldn't talk. She just floated around like a ghost because she was tired.
Look, I'm going to tell you something, like, for Mexicans, like, when she tell you, ahí están las cosas en la cocina, that's like a good gesture that... Like she doesn't really have to give you a conversation. She already put all the love in the food that you're gonna eat.
Yeah.
So like that's what it is. Like you don't have to have a conversation.
Oh, I'm not complaining about it. Her tamales and tortillas are fucking excellent.
Bro,
like, that was all the love I need. My grandma was she had 21 kids.
I'm glad
she
I
was so
born.
tired. She was gliding around the house like a ghost. She didn't have to say shit to me. That lady was. We don't even know she was alive when she was saying that shit. She might have been a ghost because as the only thing I've known of my grandma. I'm not making fun of her because I loved my grandma because she didn't waste my time with all that shit everyone else does.
Yeah.
She was like white hair, like you could see through her. She was so light because all the life had been sucked out of her by all those kids, dude.
Yeah, man.
My uncle was telling me that when they were kids, she would literally for dinner there'd be a pile of tortillas this big and like a big like a fucking like orphans would have big old pot of beans and that shit would just disappear.
Bro, because that shit is fucking delicious.
Yeah.
You got that many kids.
Have you ever had like fresh fucking flour tortillas with butter on it?
That's the best.
And then you have the frijoles and you just put and you just.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm glad I'm born Mexican. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. No, I can't eat beans anymore.
Because I can't do no tuna melt. Fuck that.
I hate tuna.
Not a tuna.
I can't do no bologna, goddamn.
No,
I actually
unless
like
it's
bologna.
beef. I'll do beef bologna.
I like bologna.
Beef bologna.
No, but fresh tortillas, that's just with butter. That's the best thing. If you got some cheese too to throw on there, or even just a little bit of meat, anything.
Queso fresco on that motherfucker.
Ooh, damn. I'm hungry as fuck.
Some mayonnaise.
Oh no! You killed it with that.
At least you didn't say Miracle Whip. I would have quit the podcast.
Oh my God, Miracle
We're done.
Whip.
We're done.
We cut it right there.
So toxic poop. You keep seeing this guy on your Facebook or anything? The toxic poop guy.
No.
I keep seeing this guy, toxic poop, and he's like, everybody has up to 20 pounds of toxic poop in their gut.
I believe it.
And they have this shit that they could take you to exit it out, and you need to stay by a toilet for a few days.
That's me, anyways.
You guys haven't heard about this? Why are they just marketing this to me only? I felt like this was
maybe they smelled
I
one of
feel
your
like
farts.
they know you, dog. Like,
maybe.
What rabbit hole have you been going to on Facebook?
Hey, listen, this just pops up on my regular feed, fucking like literally every
He's
day.
also part of groups like
feed
butt stuff and butt stuff weirdos.
You think that has something to do with it?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
That's another podcast I'm going to start.
What
butt
other
stuff
kind of
weirdos.
toxics are in people? Like you have toxic shit. I heard that there's like you can get shot with a bullet. It could release a poison out of your kidney or something like that.
Yeah, the bile that's in there. That shit's poisonous.
You have toxic
Well, you
poop?
have I think it's acid that eats up
Your stomach acid.
Your stomach acid. Yeah. You have
the acid in your
actual
stomach.
bacteria that fucking breaks down your food.
Yeah,
so
well,
imagine if it gets on another part.
The acid that's in your stomach, I've heard that like if it spilled, like if you took that acid and just dumped it on a carpet, it would eat through the carpet.
Yeah,
and eat through the floor. It's bile. It's toxic.
I saw in a movie. It was a Steven Seagal movie or something. Did he stab a guy and like fucking rip it open and like the stomach acid came pouring? It was like sizzling out of him or something.
Well, I don't believe anything Steven Seagal's been in. So
yeah.
I don't. Is that guy Asian or Native American or Mexican?
I think he's Italian,
Hawaiian.
I don't know.
Some sort of.
I know he's in the movies. He's a bad motherfucker.
What if Steven Seagal was Jesus? Like we found out one day that he's been here the whole time. It's Steven Seagal.
Just among us.
Yeah. Steven Jesus Christ Seagal.
Have you seen? I seen a couple because I was into like a lot of martial arts, and I seen Steven Seagal with Anderson Silva from MMA.
Yeah,
I don't know if y'all seen him.
Was it the celebrity fight, right?
Yeah.
The celebrity fighting.
Well, it wasn't celebrity fighting, but he was like Anderson Silva when he was in his prime had like like Steven Seagal was his coach.
Oh shit! Okay,
and bro, he was just flipping them like left and right, like with like nothing.
Seagal was doing it.
It's like Seagal was like boom, and he would just.
I mean, he's a master jujitsu.
Bro, no, he's Aikido. Yeah, Aikido master
and Kempo.
Bro, if you go up there, like he'll fuck you up. Yeah. I didn't think it was real, but seeing that shit, I was like, oh shit, he's the real deal.
Yeah, I retract my statement. Steven Seagal seemed like he would show up. He did a show where he got like he did police training and he's an actual cop.
Yeah,
as a reality show.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's actually like a passion of his. That's what he wanted to do.
Like
and
he wanted to be a sheriff and a marshal or something, or
something, and it paid better than everything else that he was looking at after not being an actor anymore. But
yeah, you better watch your mouth. Steven Seagal come over here and fucking.
He suck as an actor.
Roadhouse, you dude.
Let's leave
but
that
he's
one on
a master Aikido guy.
Man, I bought some furniture from Aikido, and I still ain't put that shit together.
Gonna kick your ass doing it. No matter how many blank I own, I'll always have the urge to buy more.
Shoes for real. Before you leave, remind me. I'll show you my shoe room.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I just barely could afford to start collecting, but I've always been a shoe freak.
Yeah.
Is that your thing too? You like shoes?
Yeah, I love shoes, man. I've always wanted.
I got those same.
Yeah, these are like the ones, but they're mids. You know what I'm saying?
I like the feel of a mid better though. Best.
Yeah, I like the high though. Because I got a couple of Air Jordan 1 highs, and shit.
I got a few of both, and I got a problem. I actually was looking at shoes today, and I'm in a dispute with Poshmark right now for some Jordans I ordered that they said were delivered yesterday, and I did like my investigative research and found out that tracking number is associated with something else, and this package went from like Michigan and New York to here, and I'm like, nah.
Which first off,
nah.
If
and
you
then
know
they're
about
based
shoes,
out of Arizona, so I had to go to Michigan. I'm fucking calling you out, Hilda 19 on Poshmark. Fuck you. I want my Jordan 4s. I want them now.
Oreos
I want them more
for
shit.
$115.
Oreos? You got the Oreos
for $115.
I just got those too. Like
for not $115 though.
What the fuck?
They was on Poshmark. Said they're new in the box.
Somebody ripping them off.
Other people, yeah. I was like, this can't. I was like, I'll risk this $115.
No, they have they sent a photo. They sent a picture of a package on a door that's not even with his name on it.
I went to the
not
U.S.
even
Post
his
Office.
doorstep.
I got a bunch of papers printed out. It's the tracking number wasn't even associated. The tracking number they gave me was associated with a package near my house, but not my house. And it wasn't. They had a picture of the package, and it wasn't a pair of shoes.
Hustle.
You don't do StockX?
Oh yeah, I do StockX, Flight Club, Goat, all those.
But Oreos on StockX is $250.
Yeah, more like 285. Right?
So, but I'm just saying. You saw them for 115.
They went down on them.
Did they?
Yeah.
I'll check out because I do Afterpay with them or Klarna.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm literally gonna look right now. But
man, I've been getting lucky on that sneakers app.
Hey,
all the sneakerheads are watching right now.
Right.
I'm checking all the time, dude. I have the Jordan 1 highs, the all yellow ones, and every time I wear them, somebody will offer me like $200 for them. I'm like, you can't even get them. Like, nah.
The pollen or which one?
These I got these like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They're like straight yellow.
They're yellow on the bottom
gold.
with black on top. The yellow on the bottom with black on top.
No, these are all yellow.
Oh, you got
and then I got the pollens, the white and yellow ones. And today I saw they had the low ones out, and I was like, nah, I already got 2 yellow ones on. Yeah, I had to like stop myself. Man. I was taking back a shirt that I accidentally ripped a hole in.
I see that you got like a lot of these stickers on here too.
Yep.
Bunch of shoes on here.
I go to like
there's a one.
Dude, I'll tell you a hot tip for you. Go to Finish Line. They don't put on their website like the ones and retros that they get in. Just every Tuesday or Wednesday sometimes they get a new pair that they don't know is coming, and sometimes they don't. And you can get a pair of lows for like 90 and the high ones for like 115 to 130. I've got them for like 110.
Really?
They're just in the store. They'll just have so many, and when they're out, they're out. So they just don't put it on the website.
They'll do one size each.
I did it on
the line.
I tried to because I do Finish Line. And I put it on the website, and like sometimes it just won't refresh for some reason.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "Fuck, man!"
If you just go in and look, you'll find some shit that they just won't even ever post on the website. And there's one. The mall here is dead. It's like right around the corner from me.
Yeah.
So if I'm bored, I'll just go over there and walk. I literally will go into Finish Line and maybe hit it, and then I just leave.
Bro, I need to. When you go in there, hit me up. Hey, man, they got these size 11 and a half. Hit me up.
Since you're on a different end of town too, y'all should like corroborate together.
Yeah, you tell me too. If you go on when you see
over
something,
there is gone, baby.
Dude,
you know what I mean.
Irving Mall, go to the Champs in Irving Mall, and there's another store and a Finish Line. I was in there a few weeks ago and got me the. Which ones did I get? I think I got I got the retro. They're high ones, but they're black and white with a red swoosh. I'll show them to you, and they were in there for like 110.
Oh, okay.
They had one pair left.
Damn.
They were size 12s. And
all Jordan
12s,
ones, they be going. That's a trend right now. Jordan 1s.
Well, I was in there today. Somebody, 3 people came and bought a pair of those ones I was looking at.
Damn.
But anyways, after the shoe craze here.
My bad.
I can talk about shoes all night.
Sneakerhead
So
all
can
day.
Jason's got a ton of shit.
I seem like I collect steaks and meats and shit a lot lately. Every time I find a good ass steak or a brisket or something like that, I just keep buying it and storing it and saving it. I have like 3 briskets. I have like 20
Tomahawk
steaks.
in the freezer.
Yeah, I got a bunch of chicken.
I gotta go fuck your fucking house.
I find deals, man. I just hold on to that shit.
I just grilled leg quarters, bro.
Well, I mean, I shop at like Albertsons and shit, so they'll have like on Wednesdays they sell like their like T-bones and New York strips for like $5. You know, big
shit.
ass ones.
I go to Winco.
So I can't like pass that up. Yeah, where they use the meat glue. They glue the steaks together.
I shop
You
in
put a little
bulk.
salt on the glue. It's pretty good.
I shop at Sam's. I shop in bulk.
Yeah. Hey, how about this? Room for another question?
This is the last
Yes.
one.
All right. If you could party with anybody from the Bible, who would it be?
Man,
Personally, I was thinking Eve from Adam and Eve because she's the freak. First off, breaking all the rules, high maintenance bitch.
she only broke one rule, and she was probably hungry. There's no
rule.
McDonald's.
John the Baptist, bro. You see all them pool parties he had, bro?
Yeah, he was a hoe swinging motherfucker. For real.
I just dip bitches in the pool. Come on now.
He was swinging that salami around baptizing bitches, man. You're like,
I feel like Pontius Pilate because his name's almost Poncho, and I got an Uncle Frank. I call him Theo Ponch, and we call him Poncho.
fucking kill you.
And
afterwards.
I feel like he's in good with God and some of the bad people, and I feel like he could throw a party. Maybe Jesus though, because
You think Pontius Pilate's in with the good with God?
Is it anybody
there's
but
backdoor
Jesus?
deals. Okay, it's
Okay.
like politics.
Is it anybody but Jesus or
No,
from the Bible?
party with Jesus if you want to.
I think
mean,
I
shit.
would just because there's a
He can,
long
he can
time.
multiply the weed, multiply the fish.
He can multiply the fun. Hell yeah. Fucking, because there's a long period of Jesus' life they don't have in the Bible. Plus, he used to hang out with hookers and the transients and stuff. Like, he never took one hit of weed. It's from the earth. It's
And
not
he
like
supposedly has kids.
his dad
too.
made it.
Supposedly.
You think he has kids? We're all his children.
How do we know that the whole Bible is true though?
We don't. It's
We
not.
don't.
Like we just relying
It
on
was-
somebody.
Credible. We'll say a credible source at the time is what they figured
Yeah.
wrote each edition of
It's just
what
been
chapter.
it's been a form of control I think that they needed back then when they didn't have police with drones and the FBI and all that shit as a form of control to keep people from raping and beating each other and robbing each other and killing each other.
Why don't they write a New Testament? A New Testament.
Yeah, it's just be chill to each other, bruh.
That's it. That's
it.
That's chapter 1 and the last chapter.
Yeah.
Hey, put it out the way you want it in.
Book.
All right,
Put
the energy out that you want in.
Yeah.
You want to kill somebody, then somebody's gonna come kill you. I don't know, but I mean, Game of Thrones is just as credible as the Bible.
I feel like the Bible was just like a book of laws for man.
Yeah, that's what I think it was.
Tied around
when they needed
it. Fictitious,
and what is like the only way that people would like books were the only source of entertainment. So he had to put all those scenarios and
all those stories
and stuff like that,
and also education. That's what books were: entertainment and education. So you're like, well, if it'd be like when people are like, "It's on TV, it must be true." They'd be like, "Well, if it's in the book, if it's in a book, it must be true."
It's written down, yeah. And that was like the main way to pass information. Besides travelers, go ahead. Travelers showing up and telling stories. I mean, if it's in a book, it's like, hey, I didn't say it. It's in the book. The guy wrote it. But it's a form of control and a way to keep people in line. Before, when there wasn't like things in place that we have now.
Well, what else?
Not saying I trust those things now.
What else were you worried about back in those days? I mean, besides being like drugged from a horse, stoned to death, fucking skinned alive, any of that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
caught on the road, robbed and killed, and had all your shit taken.
Your village is going to get fucking pillaged anyway. Your place is going to burn down. They're going to fucking steal your wife anyway. I mean,
I just think it was a source of like controlling a bigger population. Because the villages out there, they were just living their life how they live it. You know what I'm saying? Wild, Wild West.
And how many people didn't believe it when the Bible came around? Like, nah, get that shit out of here.
And
hell no.
Just to let y'all know, we're just talking shit. Like, we don't really know about it. It's not educational.
If you take your religious, financial, or political advice from me, you're already fucked anyway. So stick to my advice hard.
Crude humor. Remember, crude humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call it what you want. Right. Let's do the open mic. Jason's going to hold the bass for you. I always like saying that. Give it a good hard spin in either direction, but give it a good... Yeah, there you go. No pussy spins. No nerd spins.
Bad first impressions.
Bad first impressions.
Bad first impressions.
I don't give a good one at all. Even just today...
You don't think so?
I was... leave it up here so they...
Yeah,
you
get kind of chippy. You get a little chippy on the shoulder.
Yeah, but even sometimes, like, I'm just awkward and dumb. But today I was just breaking down boxes on the side of my house. I'm like sweaty. Sweat was getting in my eye. And I got dirt in my eye to wipe it. And then fucking don't interrupt. It's rude. And then I came out from beside my house, and the cops are in the street talking to my neighbors. And I walk out sweaty, and I was cooking that chicken. He got me this to like that, you know, at the mercado, like the, what do they call it?
Supermercado?
Like
where you have the red chicken?
Like the meat markets.
Yeah.
You know, the red chicken that like, so he got me some of that.
They did some adobo on it.
So I had some of that on me, and I had this knife, and I was sweating, and I came out from between the houses.
With the cops
and the
outside.
cops look over, I'm like, hey. And like I was really high, so I was like, oh fuck. But they just kind of looked at me, and I guess because I look white, they just turned around. But I was like,
we're not here on that call.
Nah, if you were white, I would have said, "Oh, he kills somebody." But I'm not going in there. Fuck that.
Yeah. They looked at me like, "I hope he got him." All right.
I mean, I had a first bad impression, bro. Like, I don't know if you know me. I was a strip club DJ.
Okay.
You know, I was a strip club DJ. I was and there was a new stripper that was coming in, and the dressing room was full, and I was in the DJ booth. So she came in, and she decided to dress in the DJ booth. And I've been eating fucking chili dogs and fucking nachos all day.
Here we go.
While at the strip club?
At the strip club, right? Come on, you know, that's the strip club. And, you know, my DJ booth is my sanctuary. So...
You're not going to say no to some chick coming in here and changing clothes either. Come on.
And she's over there. She's bending down, and, like, I thought she wasn't there. I thought she wasn't there at all. And I just... ripped a mean one.
Oh shit!
A mean one. A mean one, bro. I swear to I felt
like texture.
I felt like she tasted that shit. I swear to God. And I turned around and she's right there looking up at me because she was getting down the stuff. She goes look at me with those sad puppy eyes, and I was like, oh shit, like.
You know how it goes, baby.
She talked to the girl that actually brought her in, and she's like, you know what, this motherfucker just. I think he just shitted in my face.
Dude, she should have charged you $40. That's what they charged me.
I swear, that was the first and last day that I seen her there at the strip club, man.
He's like, I'm gonna go to a different one.
Hey, good for her. You know what? She ain't about this life.
She's not about this
life. She ain't about this life.
If you don't have a fucking strip club DJ fart in your face and you still can't do it, this ain't for you.
Hey, if you can't take a hot puff to the face, you don't need to be stripping out here in these streets, all right?
That was a bad impression.
That's somebody that cries
That's
a
a
hot
pretty bad
Cheetos.
first impression.
I felt so bad for her, man. I felt so
because
bad.
you know the extent of what you can do.
Oh my
and you're like,
God.
whoa.
You know what?
That shit was toxic. All that toxic shit you're talking about.
That's where it was. That's where it was.
You did the Lord's work that day, dude. You shepherded lamb back to the righteous.
She said,
dude, she wanted
said, I'm
this
getting a
little
regular
lamb.
job.
This little lamb came in off the streets all bright-eyed, and then she got 2 pink eyes, and she had to run up out of there.
You know what? What if she
said, I'm going back to Popeye's chicken.
No, I was gonna say, what if she went back? What if she went back home? What if she went back home and fucking went back to college and actually got a degree and shit after that? Like, nah, fuck this. Okay, my parents were right. Okay.
And you know what? I did some research. That girl is the cop that actually busted in that dude's house and killed him. What did you do?
Nice.
God damn.
What did you do?
It's a butterfly effect.
I detoxed it.
I'll just say, last time that happened to me with a stripper, she charged me like 40 extra. I was pissed. But I paid. You take care of the people that take care of you.
Of course.
What?
Hecklers?
Hecklers.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I always feel the need to want to, when I'm at a show, I always feel the need to want to speak up and say something just to add in. I never do, but like, I know, but you feel like in the moment.
I know, because I used to feel that way before I did comedy. I felt
like the Cowboys or some shit.
But like now, like doing it, you have to respect that these people like ruin relationships, stay out all night to go up at 1:30 a.m. for 4 minutes of stage time when there's no one there.
When were you heckled recently?
They planned this for a long time. Do what?
When have you?
The last show I did. Last show was fucking. I did 45 minutes, right, and about 25 minutes, I was in my block of like sex jokes I was doing. I was talking about like. I don't remember. Maybe the story about the girl who went and got the Tums out of my car in the middle of sex or something like that. Sure. And like asked,
you gave her antacid?
Yeah, no, she went to go get them for me. I took a Viagra and it was burning. And
she gave her heartburn.
I had heartburn. We were drinking tequila. I think she ate one too.
He was cutting his coke the rest of the night with that shit. You know?
Yeah, I was cutting my Tums with Molly so I could survive the night. No, but the guy just starts heckling. He goes, preschool. I was like, whoa, dude. I was like I had an idea what I wanted to do tonight, and it definitely wasn't to bring up toddlers when I was talking about fucking. No, like, that's not. What are you talking about? What's wrong with you?
Check for that guy.
Yeah, it actually turned out good. I had talked to him for a minute and made fun of him, and like next time he heckled, I was like, "Hey, dude, shut the fuck up! I'm almost done." And everybody like kind of yelled at him. They were on my side, but I made fun for him, and I turned it to where it didn't like ruin the set. It was actually fun, but I was just like. After the show, he came up and talked. He's like, "Thanks, man. You're really funny. I just felt like I had to help you out." And I was like, "Oh, so you're an asshole in real life too? Okay." I was like, "Well, you can fuck off then, whatever." And that means you're not mean to people after a show, but the guy, I don't want people running around thinking because that show does a comedy show each month. I don't want them coming back thinking it's okay, and it's like. I actually didn't need your help. You started heckling in the middle of me getting an applause break.
Hey, what if you guys were able to like fucking kick the shit out of a heckler afterwards privately in the back like some mafia style shit? Crowbar.
I have my guys do that.
Okay.
I don't know. Like hecklers, to me, it's just somebody that want to be part of the show.
Yeah.
I think
come to an open mic, right?
Huh?
It'd be like, come to an open mic if you want to fucking speak, bro.
They just want to be part of the show, and I just think that, man, if you ever go to a comedy show, most of these comedians really put their fucking all into being on stage. Man, we've worked years to get to the point that we could have some stage time to tell what we want to say. So when the hecklers say something, I feel like. It's like, oh man, it's like a major, like you're shitting on that fucking comic and everything that he's worked for. Like,
it's a sign of disrespect.
Fucking up your flow, everything. You got to change directions now.
Yeah, man. But you just got like, but people don't know. People don't know. Like people just don't know what we go through. You know what I'm saying? Unless they do listening to this podcast or something like that.
Well, we're gonna educate them.
We're gonna raise awareness, but I actually did research on this. Like I literally Googled why do people heckle at comedy shows, and I looked up a bunch of stuff. And like statistically, at a real comedy show, not like a bar show, but like an actual comedy show, like a club or like an event where people pay for tickets, only 70% of those people have been to that kind of event before. Mm-hmm. So, or 70% haven't. Only 30% have been to that before. Mm-hmm. And at least they see that shit on TV, and it's not portrayed right, and they think that's the way it is, and it's.
You got 3/4 of the crowd that don't know what to expect.
Yeah, and I try to like gauge like how they're heckling because sometimes there's that asshole that's trying to be an asshole, and sometimes there's just that dumb fuck that just doesn't know any better, and you can have a little fun with them. I think for me, I had to find that balance of not being too mean because I've turned whole crowds against me by being too mean to a heckler,
like destroying them.
Yeah, I like just being just too mean, like. Yeah. You got to be classy. You got to lead them into their own trap. Ask them questions that make them look stupid, or ask them questions you can make them look stupid with your answer, or whatever.
You got to put not put him in his place, but side with the heckler. Mm-hmm. You side with him, and then you probably don't know what to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then
try to surprise them.
Just come back with it.
You know,
there's a lot of tactics that you could do, but we have to get prepared for that too. Like you got to have something in your pocket, something that you could bring out that you normally don't. You just ask them a question, prepare, take a deep breath, and make something good, something clever, and then just go back to your set.
That's your comedy tool belt because I've definitely got like a few different responses depending on. I try to be aware of like what's going on in the moment instead of just reciting jokes. There's like one lady I had a pro show. I'm doing like 20 minutes, like at a club, and she's like speaking up right at my punchlines and stepping on my shit and just won't shut the fuck up. So finally, like even other crowd members were like, "Shut the fuck up, lady." I was like, "No, I got that." I was like, "What's your name, ma'am?" She's like Diane or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know. I was like, "Thanks for coming out tonight. Are you enjoying the show or whatever? What do you do?" And she said whatever stupid job, and I was like, okay. And I was like, is that enough fucking attention for you? Is that everything you wanted? Everybody to pay attention to you for a fucking minute? Can I go back to the shit that I was planning to do tonight?
Are you here to shit on my dream, please?
Yeah.
Are you here to shit on my dream? This is my dream.
I'm kind of working here. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I've even said that. I'm like, hey, this is like a work meeting for me, and you're kind of the asshole that's like snoring at the table and distracting things. Like
this is not customer service.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. You
popped into our Zoom. We're doing some shit here.
And I even told that guy, I was like, look, I got these notes, right? Like, I opened my phone. I was like, this is like what I planned from the guy I was heckling with the preschool shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't plan on. See, there's nothing that says asshole talking in the middle of my joke. I didn't have that. Yeah. I was like, can we get back to this? Because they were liking it. Can we do that? Is that okay with you? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. And I was like, thanks for your permission, asshole.
That's so scolding. Is that the one where people turned on you?
No, not that. They were they hated the guy already. So
I don't want to turn if heckler, address it. You know what I'm saying? But then leave it alone, move on, let's go.
Have you been heckled any time recently?
I get heckled, man.
All the time.
It's not all the time, but it's like it's something people do.
It's a frequent occurrence.
Yeah, especially when people like that you haven't. They have their first time going to a comedy show. They want to be part of the show. So hey, man, it's all good. They do it out of some people do it to be fucking assholes. But then there's some people that like very kind hearted, man. They
just want to be a part of what's going on.
Yeah,
they might be the person in their circle that like says something funny every now and again. And they thought of something that fit in, but it was just ill-timed.
Most of my hecklers hasn't been like real mean. They're just real loud. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get a lot of mean ones anymore so much, but also I don't portray myself as somebody who would put up with it.
I can't be mean.
I get more of the people like that would just want to be a part of it. But the worst is a bachelorette party, and you know it. That's fucking. These bitches, they want
all. It's not good and bad. It's just bad.
Even if they're liking you and they're not heckling you, they'll do that laugh. They're like, ah, and they'll scream and shit. Or it's like everything's like woo when they agree with you.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes it's the tagline before you even get to the punchline, and they're like stepping on your shit.
Yeah,
I've even been like, hey, like I've stopped and been like, hey, I'm really nervous, and you're fucking my timing up. Will you stop, please? I really think y'all are hot, and I'd like to buy you a shot after. Yeah, and I'm like, well, I'll take the shot. And I'm like, yeah, but yeah, I don't want to be one of those guys that like just picks on people because I don't really just start picking on someone that like in the crowd and be like, hey, nice shirt, asshole, or whatever.
No.
I don't know. I never sat in the front when I watched comedy before. I don't want that.
Nah, but I
So
wouldn't
don't-
sit in the front. I think if you sit in the front, you should expect something to be said about you, possibly.
They have that mindset, but also I'm not one of those comics that is there to just burn everybody. Like I got stories. I got a plan.
Yeah.
Like if it goes off the rails, maybe. But
You want me to spin it or what? We got time?
we can do one quick spin. Don't break your phone, behemoth.
Where are we at?
Do it again.
We had first impressions again.
Bad
I don't
first
know.
impressions again?
No, I don't know what the WYR.
Would you rather? I already read them all.
Okay.
Would you rather?
Hecklers. So,
There we go.
What is trash now?
what
What's
is
trash
trash?
now?
What is trash now?
What's trash?
Music.
You know, most
Music.
rap is trash right
Oh
now. My
my
daughter loves
God,
trash.
bro.
New Kanye
Yeah.
album. I'm sorry, dude. There's only 2 good songs, and they're not
Woo,
okay.
trash.
That's
That Child Left
That's-
Behind is go hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
The fucking,
that and Jail.
Jail.
Jail go
Yeah.
Jail.
hard.
Off the Grid is really good too. I
Yeah.
liked Off the Grid a lot, but
Okay, we just did the whole album.
Yeah.
No, but it's really a good project though, man. I can't say nothing about Donda. I love Donda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love the new.
you like it?
Yeah.
See, I liked all
I just
like,
don't like all the littles, the little, you know what I'm saying? Lil Baby is good, but like all the other ones, like, oh, I just can't do a lot of these new music,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
That's we're also getting old
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think the
because
the
my parents hated 3-6.
They
Mafia,
come in with their
and I loved
offbeat
them.
and ill-timed
Yeah,
flow,
man.
though, and that sounds good to everybody now. That's coming up in rap now, but it sounds like off on a Kanye beat.
I've been
you know?
Yeah,
I've been listening to rap since
It started almost.
Yeah,
yeah,
You know what
dude.
I'm
Since
saying?
like 88,
So I
89.
have seen from when it first started because I was born in 84. I said I didn't start listening to rap until I was like 92, 93.
Well, that's when it started to gear
Yeah,
up. Right
and
there.
that's when it started to
That's
gear
gangsta
up.
rap era.
Yeah.
So like all the gangster rap and everything. So
Scarface
to
All that
to
good
now
shit.
to the
Ghetto Boys.
2000s where T-Pain and all those, man, I got to see all that. So like I guess I'm being old or something because like the new generation right now just knows the part from T-Pain to, you know what I'm saying, to now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
as far
You know what I'm
back
saying?
as it
That's
goes.
as far back as their
There's
old
so
school
much
is.
more before that.
My old school is like, bro, like I've heard shit from Rakim and fucking
Eric B. and
Did y'all
Spice
see
One.
fuck with Cool Mo D? I had to research like I when they did the rap battle,
Dougie Fresh, yeah.
you know that I listened. I had to, since I was a DJ, I had to research and all the old school to what like rap was in the 90s. That shit is awesome.
Such a
what
large
they did with
catalog.
rap from that era to the 90s. That shit was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially gangster rap. Boy, I
yeah.
wanted to be a gangster so goddamn
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
Everybody did.
Just off of
3-6
Tupac.
Mafia was all us two and Tupac. That's for like 2 years in high school. That was a shit. And like when the Chronic came out, I was born in '82. And like my sister used to take me to parties when I was like 6 years old, and I used to like borrow her music and like tape players and fucking vinyls and shit.
Yeah.
And she had like Rakim, like Spice One, like the old shit,
Yeah.
Kool Moe Dee, all the old stuff, Big Daddy Kane, like all that old shit.
Biggie made fat dudes cool.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
made us fuckable.
Oh
Juicy.
my
Yeah.
God, man! I swear to God,
Juicy, like a
like
a
I would
hand
just
fruit.
be a fat dude right now, like with like not getting nothing.
You're like, what
You
up,
know,
baby? It was
nothing.
all a dream.
But like you
Copyright
could even
infringement.
tell that I had some of
Was
like
that good?
I adopted some of like you can say I got a little bit of Biggie in me because I got some little mannerisms. I try to speak cool
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
The Masa Man.
Yeah, you know
Masa
what I'm
Man.
saying? I'm
Masa
Masa
Man
Man, baby.
coming.
Boy, you got a lot of baby powder now. That's Masa, baby. You know what I'm saying? Get 2 tortillas off of me.
Well, according to you, then that's your powder, baby.
Come on now, that's all you, baby. See,
That's all you.
That's because when I heard Biggie, I was
That's-
like, man, I can't
that's funny.
believe a big dude is this smooth, this, you know what I'm saying?
And
cool.
confident and
Confident,
cool,
bro.
laid back.
Yeah.
and
Oh
just straight
man, when I
killing.
heard Biggie, I was like, my confidence. I'm like, oh yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna
Big
be
Pun.
like that.
Big Pun, Fat Joe.
Oh,
Big
Pun,
Biggie was
yeah.
better.
When I was like, bro, when
I crush a lot.
I'm
when
not a
that song
player. I
came
just
out?
crush a lot. I didn't know he was talking about fucking. I just thought
Yeah.
like, dang, he's crushing these bitches. Like he for real.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's what I
how many bitches has he killed
Yeah.
and crushed? But I never thought he was like talking about fucking. And then he like until I really deciphered it. Like when I was a little bit older, I was like, oh shit,
That might be a good bit too.
I'd
That
be
big
like-
pun thing.
how you fucking? Like,
like you have to be from New York to know the secret. And they're like, no, he actually was like,
no, you got to pull all that shit back. You got to.
Yeah. There's
layers. You got to do it like you got to do it like that layer biscuits. You got to pull the layers off.
Flaky, the flaky biscuits,
flaky biscuits,
yeah, them flaky under titty biscuits.
Then that's when you're gonna see the little pig in the blanket.
Depending on how low the masa goes.
All right, come on now.
It could be a nipple or it could be a real pig.
A lot of masa. It's about 13, 14 kilos of masa right there.
There's a little from under. You never know.
Before we move on, too, I just want to say I feel like we really did because we're all around. I was 82. He was, I won't say years, but
78.
He was 78. He's old as fuck.
Old as fuck.
84 over here. I feel like we really witnessed and got lucky to grow up in the golden age of rap, like real gangster rap. Like, I'm sorry,
and before iPhones,
6ix9ine, I just can't get into it. It's just
before smartphones, before ringtones.
We had to research it like a detective and go down to Hastings and try to steal some shit.
That's right.
Because Walmart only had the
we had
Kmart.
Shit. We had Kmart. Community Mart. We had
Big T Bazaar is where I'd go get some shit.
Man, Big T Bazaar was a shit.
The burn CDs. You had to sell buy the burn CDs from people just to know what was on.
That's all. I didn't know that CDs came with art on them.
I used to do mixtapes. I used to make mixtapes.
I would make them too off the radio and shit with the tape.
Oh no, we was bootlegging, baby. Nah, I was bootlegging, baby.
He had a booth at Big T.
Yeah,
this is Big T. He's got some. he got the new Spider-Man in his hat right now.
This is what happened. We were DJing, right, and we would do mixes. So we would mix local hip hop like DSR, Swisher House,
Tuck,
all
Mr.
that
Pookie,
shit. Tuck, all them,
Flip,
everything, Tum Tum, and we'll mix it with cumbias.
Oh yeah,
dude, I've heard some of that.
And then,
what do you mind saying? What strip club was this?
No, this was a mixtape. We did a mixtape.
Oh, okay.
So but the strip club that we used to, we did a lot of clubs, which was like
shit, half might not even be there anymore.
Because I've heard some of that shit.
Cirque, M5, 2505, Purgatory when it was popping, all those clubs in Dallas. We were
showed
out
up
there.
to, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would host them, and my cousin would DJ. And what we did on the side, we were do mixtapes, and we did one where we mixed hip hop and cumbia, and we called it Tricks Mix. We put a cereal with the Tricks logo on there, and we called it Tricks Mix. Nice. And it'll be hosted by Tum Tum and all them and everybody. Because
I think I might have had the CD or my
it seems familiar. Actually,
we didn't know how big it popped because man, there's no social media. We just word of mouth, and I was sending them out of 7-Eleven because I was working at 7-Eleven at the time. You know, so
and those would travel all over after they were gone from you.
I didn't know. Somebody hit me up on Instagram saying that he had got a bootleg CD all the way in Wisconsin.
Oh shit!
And that inspired him to produce hip hop cumbia beats.
Yeah,
nice.
You don't know who took that and made copies, and then they started slanging them.
God.
Yeah.
And we didn't know that. Like, we didn't know that this traveled all over the country.
Damn, dude.
And we were just in Dallas. I'm still. I was. If I would have knew, I would have stopped working at 7-Eleven. You know what I'm saying? I would have stopped fucking manning the slurpee machine.
If you would have had an Instagram back then, the shit blew up. You woke up and you got 216,000 followers. Like, well, I'm gonna be late, so late that I ain't coming back. Fuck y'all.
I'm done.
No, because I remember too, because we would bootleg a whole bunch of CDs, and we would go to like the flea market, and they'll have booths there, and
like Trader's Village,
I'll put some on consignment. The first day that I put it on consignment, the guy hits me up. He goes, "Hey, we sold out of all the CDs that you gave us. I only gave him like 25 CDs." But they sold out. We were like, "Oh shit, they sold out!"
They're like playing that shit on the speaker.
Hey, instead of 25, give me 30. I gave him 30. That Saturday he sold out, and he hit me up and said, "Hey, go ahead, give me like 50 or 70 of them, bro." And we were just doing that. Yeah, like and
but you're like, where does it go at that point? Because there was no social media or anything like that. You're like, where's this going? We did up to like 3 tricks mixes, and then we did another one was like Crunk in the Box.
I remember seeing the CD that had the rabbit and the red background. It said
the cereal box.
I had that CD, or at least 1 or 2 of them. And my cousin Albert like always knew. He was a big dude like you too.
Yeah,
and he was a year or 2 older, but he would drive me and my cousin Louie around. We go to like Deep Ellum on Friday nights and the Stockyards on Saturdays. We'd be cruising with him, trying to pick up girls. But he always just was up on like the bootleg mixtapes and shit. And he gave me and my cousin both a copy of that. I was like, "Where'd you get that?" And he's like,
"He probably went to the clubs that we were at too."
Hey, what if Lil Flip saw that and actually got inspired to make his Lucky Charms album off?
No, his Lucky Charms album was like before all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
like it was before all that.
Okay.
We did this in the 2000s.
"Yeah, I would say it was like
2005,
Okay.
2006.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, that shit took off. We weren't even at the clubs before we did that. And then we started getting into the clubs. We started in the blues, the DMXs, and shit. It just went from there, man. I even got to do radio, like community radio, KNON.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's just off the mixtape.
You know,
and then
there's
that's when
not
I started going into comedy.
There's not even enough of that, like that mix of that music with the hip hop and the cumbia together. I
Oh,
mean, shit,
man.
with everything now.
Well, now that's like
Fire the studio back up, man.
all that shit
yeah, I'd
up,
say
baby.
reggaeton fucked all that up now. Now it's like, I don't know.
It's all Bad Bunny. If you don't sound like Bad Bunny, you ain't selling records, baby.
Right?
It's done.
Shit, I love Bad Bunny, man.
But Bunny.
Hell yeah.
Baby.
Well, we're getting time. We're going to skip the workshop. We're going to move on because now it's time for some crime stories.
Time for crime stories, bitch. Bitch. Time for crime stories, bitch.
Got us a little bit of a Fargo type situation, Fargo-esque here.
Have you seen Fargo movie
I
or the show?
love Fargo.
You seen the show?
Yeah,
All
I haven't seen the show,
Dude,
but I've seen the
good
movie.
too.
Watch the show. Each season is a different story. The last season had Chris Rock in it, and each season is excellent.
Really?
There's a couple that are better than others, but the first and last are my two favorites.
Like
Two was
first-
really
first and
fucking
the
good
second.
too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an excellent.
Third was a mind trip with VM Varga.
I always
Yeah.
listen to like crime podcasts too. Like we just went, I went to San Antonio.
You're
for-
on one right now.
for a show, and yeah, but like I was listening to Dateline on podcasts, and they were talking about investigations and also like crime stuff.
Yeah, like
Crime in sports or small town murder.
small town murder.
I listen to that
That's
one.
what-
I
that's-
listen to that
man,
one
that
like
was dope.
religiously. Hey, y'all shout us out. Don't be dicks.
Right? We just shouted you out.
Yeah. Like our numbers will even reach anything. Dudes sell out theaters and shit.
This podcast is going to do numbers.
Not high ones, but we're still doing numbers.
So we got a story of a man who hired two men to kidnap his wife. Here's how it
Kidnap
starts.
his wife?
Kidnap his wife.
Tight.
Shonda Hanley, that's her name. She was at home with her daughter and a neighbor when two men showed up at the door. They were dressed in blue uniforms and looked like they were from like an appliance store or something. They had a carpet steamer and asked if they can demonstrate something for her. She said no. Of course, they forced their way in.
A good door-to-door salesman doesn't take no. Okay.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
know.
first-
we did it for 10 years.
First
so.
off, coming up with the door-to-door salesman thing, good on you
Yeah.
guys. You know what I mean? That's actually
Not
classic.
really, because people hate door-to-door salesmen. I've had guns
That's kind of
pulled on
clever
me.
to get to the door though.
But a lot
yeah.
of people will open the door to a door-to-door salesman. We know that.
Yeah, I won't. I just say I'm naked. Fuck off my porch, bitch.
I got a ring. I'm just like, nah, we're good, man. Thanks, we're good.
But-
No, we're good.
Hey, those were Maytag guys because they might tag her and bag her.
They might. So anyway,
I thought it was good. It sounded better in my mind.
so when she said no, they forced their way in the house, forced her at gunpoint. They put a hood over her head and handcuffed her and her neighbor. Because the neighbor was hanging out. Remember, they were chilling.
That's why you don't talk to your
these
neighbors.
fucking
That's why I don't
wives.
go to my neighbor's house.
That's why I told you don't go next door to fucking Susan's.
Yeah, I don't fucking. No thanks.
They pushed Hanley into a van and drove off, and they left the 14-year-old daughter and the neighbor in the house behind. So first off, that's your mistake.
Yeah.
You left the witness behind. You take the fucking neighbor.
Yeah.
You take the neighbor and the kid. Come
No,
on.
you research and wait till she leaves the house, and then you pull her over and throw her in the van.
Okay, that too.
People there's always nosy neighbors, and everybody looking at you. Man, I can come up with a good plan, but I won't do a plan like that because it's evil.
So here's our kidnappers. Our kidnappers were hired by the estranged husband, is what they
I winked.
determined, by Lawrence Michael Hanley. Here's our
Lorne Michael.
Lawrence Michael Hanley. He's our criminal in the story.
That's the husband?
He's the husband. He was planning to have Shonda Hanley driven to a camp near Woodville, Mississippi. from her home in Lafayette, Louisiana. And they're not clear exactly what would happen because it may or may not have happened.
What do you mean?
Okay. So as the men drove on Interstate 10...
You look at me like I was supposed to be like...
No.
Like I knew. I don't know.
I'm just putting some little dun, dun, dun on it, you know. So as the men drove east on Interstate 10, this was on August 6, 2017, with Shonda Hanley handcuffed in the back, sheriff's deputies noticed the van was swerving and driving curiously. Erratically. So
how do you drive curiously? Like, oh, what is that? Wait, what is that?
It made me curious how you're driving.
That van is questioning me right now.
There's a question mark all over that. So here's our guys. Sylvester Bracey and Arsenio Haynes. This is our kidnappers.
Sylvester and Arsenio.
Yeah, we got like an Italian and a black dude, it sounds like.
There's like, that sounds racist, but that's, there's a lot of like almost popular names like Lawrence Michael, Sylvester Stallone. What was the other one?
Arsenio.
There's only one Arsenio in the whole world. Who the fuck? It's not possible.
His mom was a big fan.
With a name like those, I understand why you criminals.
Right.
Sly and Haynes. All right, so they drove off the interstate. They turned down a dead-end gravel road. They're being chased by the cops. They were penned in by the police. The men tried to escape by swimming through a canal. They drowned. Dead.
What the?
Fucking dummies.
Botched fucking thing entirely.
Here's a would you rather. Would you rather drown and die, or would you rather die or go to jail?
Go to jail.
I'd rather die.
No, I've been to jail, man.
I've been to jail like 30 times.
I go to prison, different story, I guess. But
yeah.
I've been on jail tickets.
Yeah, dude, I'm a traffic criminal. I've been arrested like 30 times, and only 3 of those weren't like just traffic tickets and old warrants and shit.
just traffic tickets.
Yeah. I'm a traffic criminal. I'm a Robin Hood.
I did 5 years on just traffic. That's how much I owe the city.
Dude, I might have done close to that. Like I've tried to turn myself in, and they're like, "No, we want the money." I'm like, "I don't have it.
We want the cash, baby. We're trying to build a bridge."
Yeah. They're like, "We don't want it, or we don't want your time. We want your money." And I'm like, I'm never gonna pay it, even if I win the lottery. Yeah. They're like, "We'll just arrest you again."
Like,
I was like, "Cool."
What do you think I work at? I'm a comic.
Am I eventually gonna get time served for all these days? I mean,
they give you 1 day off each time you get arrested.
It was last night and this morning. That's 2 days.
Yeah, well, they don't count it that way. No. Some do actually. It depends on the city. Anyways,
some of the nicer cities.
So
Monday, this was like some Mondays ago, just a few Mondays ago, with everything with COVID, this guy Lawrence Michael Hanley came out of the woodwork because he was already named a suspect. So he came out of the woodwork.
Isn't he the husband?
Yeah.
So he went into hiding?
He went into hiding because
for 4 years?
Because they already knew and had a feeling of what was going on. Like he was named the prime suspect of what would be going on. He was already the estranged ex-husband.
See, the thing that he had to do, he could have just done. He could have just left and be like, "Hey, I don't love you. We're done."
Well, they were already broken up too.
What a fucking idiot!
I guess they were going through a thing. So I mean, maybe he's like one of those guys that like linger around and shit. Yeah, you never know.
Wow.
So, well, here's the feeling. So he was convicted of and he pled guilty of 2 counts of second-degree kidnapping and 1 count of attempted second-degree kidnapping, which holds a 15 to 35-year sentence in prison. Sentencing date has not been set.
How can they charge you with that many kidnappings? It's just one.
Well, it's multiple crimes. You got to do just one crime at a time. You can't
it's like murder. There's like first degree, second degree.
Yeah, and then you get the aggravated, and then you get the something else with it, some other shit.
Yeah.
So
there's 3 people that died, right?
2.
Did the lady die?
The lady did not die.
No, they tried to run and jumped into a canal.
They tried to escape and she got rescued and they ran off. And you know what? Maybe she heard something they were saying, something that struck up a chord. I mean, this is how they put the pieces together. You know,
you pissed off Lawrence, bitch.
Under the deal, Hanley avoided a charge of aggravated kidnapping in the first degree, which carries a mandatory sentence of life in prison. So he avoided that. He made a plea deal. His wife made a public statement saying in an interview that it was really unfortunate that he would not face the possibility of life in prison.
Yeah, well, he didn't actually murder anybody, but still, you can't. And I'm not defending the guy. Don't get me wrong. You don't need to kidnap somebody.
But he's actually guilty because he's the one that hired the guys, right?
Yeah.
And then if they wouldn't have did that, they wouldn't have escaped and drowned, right?
That's right.
It's murder.
They were going to put their deaths on him. They were going to put.
Were they trying to charge him with like manslaughter, like involuntary manslaughter, or like third degree or something like that?
Well, there was no proof of murder. There was just the proof of kidnapping. He was.
Well, that's what like manslaughter is, like when it happened because of you, but you didn't like.
I don't think it would be. But manslaughter is at your hands. I think specifically. I think that it was like some sort of. It would have been like an.
It's just fucked up.
No, there's a charge for it too. It's like it's not manslaughter, but it's like criminal negligence. Negligence.
Okay, yeah.
It could have even been negligence that,
Murder by
resulted
accident.
in murder or some shit. Whatever, however, it's
You can
worded.
tell we don't know nothing about the law.
No,
I said the word mitigating earlier because I heard another podcast say it, and I don't know what it means, but I thought it sounded really cool.
I just heard the story earlier when I read it, and it was just like it seemed very
Aggravating and
Fargo-esque.
mitigating. That's what it is. I know what it is.
This crime is aggravating.
I know what it is. Yeah.
So that's that story.
Yeah, let's do one more real
All
quick.
right. So this is about a rapper. Spot him, got him. You know I like this guy. I
Yeah.
listen to his shit.
Jason's like the youngest old guy I know. Like he's up on all the rapping. He actually likes a lot of that shit you and I were just talking shit about. But
Some of
still,
the stuff that's pretty good. Some of the deep shit.
Yeah, he says it's good. He'll send me stuff. I'm like, what is this?
What guy is it?
Spot him, got him. Here's a picture of him.
Spot him, got him.
I actually
Yes.
do like a few.
He
of his
actually looks
songs.
like he bit people as a kid and still does.
He looks,
yeah.
yeah, he looks rabid for sure.
I think I've seen him before.
So
And like that's a teenager I'd see on the street, and I'd be like, I'd just get back in my car and leave wherever I am. I'd be like, no, I'm good.
well, this is news that just broke this morning. He's actually wanted in connection to a murder of a Dallas man. Rapper Spot him, got him. Wanted by authorities in questioning to the murder of a Dallas man. He's the latest rapper to be investigated by the content of his lyrics.
Where's he from?
He's from I think he's from Atlanta. I
think he's from Florida.
Illinois, Florida. Oh, it might be Florida.
Yeah,
you
it
might
might
be
be
right.
Florida.
The hair gives it away. I think. Yeah. So
Yeah, it looks like waves.
Dallas police had no leads in the murder of this guy, Reginald Agnew Jr., who was in town at a party at Club Tropics. You know that's that?
Sounds like Florida.
No, that's here.
Is it?
Yeah, that's here.
I
Club
never
Tropics.
heard of Tropics.
Yeah.
Dallas
Sounds like you
police-
should move to Florida.
All Dallas police detective, his name is Patty Ballou. Patty Ballou. This might be the guy that's like on the first 48 or some
yeah.
shit. He believes the beatbox rapper has bragged about the murder specifically on his single "Again." I haven't
Now,
heard
why
this
did you
song.
call him a beatbox rapper?
But that's the name of the pop. That's the popular song he has. Beatbox. Beatbox
Oh,
1,
okay.
Beatbox 2,
I was
Beatbox
thinking
3.
like he actually beatboxes, which I was gonna be like, hey, that's pretty cool.
No,
But-
that's his song he's famous for. It's Beatbox 2 and 3.
We're
And
gonna
real
put
quick, I'm tired of that TikTok where people are like pretending to do the beatbox. You fooled me for a little bit, but now it's kind of a dick move.
You're
Stop
like, now
it.
I know it's just a
Yeah.
sound. Yeah.
You know which one?
Yeah.
Talking about- yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You know which one.
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
This is a thing that's going on with a bunch of these rappers are obviously telling on themselves in their raps. Let me ask you this: didn't Key and Peele do a piece? Didn't they do a?
I think they did do a skit
of
where they-
rappers telling on themselves.
Somebody, either them or Family Guy or somebody. I know I've seen that sketch somewhere.
So the murder occurred almost a year ago, but in the video, Spot him, got him, and associates are heard joking that police don't know who killed the guy. Detective Ballou are now seeking to identify the others in the video. Last month, Spot him, got him was arrested for aggravated assault with a firearm already by a convicted felon after an incident in a parking garage where he was parking in a reserved spot and they told him to move and he pulled his gun out on the people and was like, I don't gotta fucking move.
Yeah.
I'm famous, bitch. I'll fucking bite you.
That's fucked up.
And plus
Yeah.
the dude's like this tall also, too.
There's a lot of things that have been going in Dallas, man. Like
Dallas
it's a
is
lot
crazy,
of
It's
dude.
money,
turning
man.
into one of those places, man.
Well, just
Yeah.
like the thing where the guy was killing the cops killing people in their houses sleeping, everything. My sister got carjacked in like, what year was that? Like 94, 95 in downtown Dallas. It was hilarious. She wasn't supposed to leave and she did. And then she stopped to ask for directions, even though she was somewhere. Literally, we had been like almost every Sunday for our whole lives. We would go in this area. And this dude pulled out a gun and like carjacked her and her friends, left her there. My parents literally said when they went out for the night, like, don't leave town. Just if you drive, stay in town. And then she left town and got carjacked. And then my dad drove her back there and she was crying the whole time. And I was
Man.
like, I don't think he's still going to be here. Like, he's probably gone by now.
Yeah.
I was just being a dick.
So he's from Jacksonville.
Florida.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah.
Jacksonville-born rapper. His name is Namia Harden.
Namia doing hard time.
That's what he's about to be.
Yeah.
Damn.
That hair is going to be some nice handles.
There's a lot.
He looks like he'd be going to juvie, though.
I feel like
how old is
these
he?
guys really want to do all that stuff.
They're like two buck wild.
Yeah, they're
almost
like
two.
They're trying like it's a double-edged sword because in rap they say I live by my rep and all that shit. Like they live that life. But if you did, you'd be in jail as a murderer and a rapist. You can't say all that.
But
like,
some of them get Grammys instead.
But then but these guys are like they want to live that life.
That's
But
that
then you kill
fine line
somebody.
about
Yeah.
art imitating life and life imitating art.
Yeah. You got to keep like a threshold that doesn't actually like fucking divulge any real information.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
That's hard with
just don't
comedy,
do it.
but- yeah, just don't
Goddamn.
kill people.
so he was arrested before he was scheduled to be at the Rolling Loud Festival. and
and
he was actually released on $18,000 fucking bond.
Wow.
Really?
$18,000.
He probably had that on him when he got arrested.
Yeah, he's gonna.
He's already on $18,000 bond for the aggravated assault with the gun in the garage. So,
I thought you said that.
No,
was
I read
today.
it wrong. So he's wanted in questioning, and they issued that they wanted. It broke this morning.
It's not going to stick.
They've not found him yet.
Well.
So.
And he listens to this podcast.
He's hiding
we just
tonight.
gave him a warning.
Yeah.
So now we're accomplices.
We're here to help you, bro.
No, we're not. Don't fucking come over here, bro.
What's his name again?
Spot him, got him.
Spot him, got him.
Spot him, got him.
If you spot him, you got him.
That's what the cops are trying to do to him right now.
they're
Trying to spot him and got him, dude.
As soon as they spot him, they're going to get
Did
him.
you spot him? Nope. I got him.
Some people on the post when I read about it, they were like, "What the fuck is a spot him, got him?" Some people don't even know what he is.
Yeah.
Like his own lyrics told on him. One person said, "Well, did you tell the judge that he just hit him in the spine and knock his dreads off?" It's a lyric from his song.
Yeah. Hey,
he looked like Sideshow Bob on that picture.
Yeah. With gold teeth.
Is this fucked up to say? It looks like Sideshow Tyrone.
Yes.
It's a stereotype. It's not
is.
racism.
Yeah.
No, that kid looks like he bites people. I'm surprised you didn't say that he bit somebody's throat off of them.
Yeah, just like nod them up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was rabid.
Do you want to throw in the other story real quick? Gator don't play no shit.
Yeah, what shit? You
Just 'cause I don't feel like that one was as funny.
Okay, we got some space. I'll do it.
It's just
I'm
informative.
kind of upset.
We got some space. So how about this? You ever been like in traffic on a bridge and you're like, man, I could fucking see where we need to go, but this traffic is so thick, I could fucking almost just swim there. That's what this guy did. He was bored with traffic, riding passenger, jumped off a 100-foot bridge into alligator-infested waters.
What state was he in?
This is in Louisiana.
You don't trust water in Louisiana.
This guy was so bored in traffic as a passenger, he said, fuck it. I'm going to jump out and swim there myself. I'll fucking meet you.
Sound like some white shit, bro.
That's total white shit.
Total white
shit.
You know what I'm gonna do? Fuck traffic. I'm gonna jump in there with these gators.
That's Cajun as fuck right there. The people in the car were like, "What'd he say?"
I'm gonna jump in the water with these gators out here, and I'll see you at the house.
That damn gator, take me home. I'll ride him on the back.
Luann, I'm gonna see you at the house. I'm gonna jump on top of this gator right quick.
I bet you I'll be there drinking some moonshine when you get there. Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up dinner. I'll meet you at the house. Jumped on a gator. He made the gator. He swam the gator back home.
Fuck.
Jimmy Ivan Evans. Jimmy Ivan Jennings. Sorry, I don't know where I saw
Jimmy
Evans.
Ivan Jennings.
Jimmy
Jason
Evans.
cannot
God
read.
damn.
Jimmy
Ivan
not
Jennings.
even drunk this time.
Maybe I need to start.
We nailed it with the name, goddamn.
Yeah.
I think Jason's having withdrawals because usually he's fucking kind of hammered and he's reading perfectly.
He had meth, man.
So it's a great thing sometimes.
No, it's not.
Okay, no, all right. So there's a 13-second clip that was recorded by a person that was actually in traffic that showed a guy when they were in traffic, him getting out of the car and just straight jumping off the bridge into the water. Obviously, authorities were called.
I wonder how high the bridge was.
100 feet.
100 feet?
100 fucking feet.
Give me some
feet.
like relativity to that. Like how many stories? Is that like two-story apartment?
100
No,
feet
that's
is like probably like a
football field.
Yeah, it's like a 6.
No, that's 100 yards. That's 300
100
feet.
feet.
Yeah,
so a third of a football field. So
third
about
of a
30
football.
yards.
Yeah,
33
30
yards.
about 30 yards.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Damn.
Even just jumping into water from that. What if you hit rock or?
You got to cup your nuts for that one.
Oh yeah, I saw that movie too.
You can't. You supposed to.
You cover because you don't want to like flat because you could break every bone. The water's as hard as concrete if you hit it flat hard enough. So I mean, you can break your fucking head open or fucking break your neck. So you want to try to like pierce the water, but you got to cover your nuts because that water
that pressure is going to smash your
nuts.
nuts
Oh, my
back up
God.
on you at that height.
I'd have to wrap them around my arm. They're long.
So this guy was stuck in traffic 2 hours. There was a 10-vehicle collision, so they were held up. Couldn't get past where they were going.
I'll be honest. I get pretty frustrated. 2 hours sitting in traffic. I sat in traffic behind that guy that got shot on the highway.
Yeah, you were looking for any
2
exit
hours,
out, right?
And like there was walls.
If you-
Finally, everybody went backwards, but I was like, I might have jumped in some gator
If you
water.
on the threshold of how fucked up, how long do you have to be in traffic until you think like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna kill myself right now.
You know, there's a part of Dallas driving through here. It's not Dallas, it's Fort Worth where it's Arlington, damn near. It's fucking a Cook and 30 over on that fucking part when it rains and you get stuck in a fucked up wreck over there on
Between
30.
360 and downtown Fort Worth.
I want to kill myself stuck in that. I fucking feel so uncomfortable in that traffic sitting there going slow as shit. I hate it. There's nothing to look at. It sucks.
any traffic.
Everyone drives like shit.
I've gotten so angry. I've been on my way to do a show at a comedy club, and I got there like as they're announcing my name to go up on stage, and I was hosting. I got stuck in traffic, and I was like, I get like fucking turned like red, like I'm gonna fucking hurt something,
Man.
and fucking blow the car up with me in it, dude.
Damn.
I get so angry. I got problems.
Well, here, long story short, people obviously called the police because they saw this shit. Police ended up showing up. This guy needed to be rescued out of the waters. I guess he couldn't cut it. He didn't win the bet or whatever the story was. He
What do
didn't
you
make
mean?
it there, you know.
He jumped in the water, and he was so tired from climbing over the bridge
With
he
his
couldn't
shoes
swim.
on and everything, that probably weighed him down and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah,
Can't take my shoes off. Got to
fucking
take them
idiot. In Gator waters. So they saved him, and he was like so thankful and fucking like, thank you for saving me and shit. Then they fucking arrested him.
Yeah.
Because it's illegal to jump off bridges in that county.
Was there gators in the water? Nothing like that
Yeah. So
happened?
there was gators in the water, and it said that some were like coming towards him and shit, but he was able to like fend them off like a little bit.
He knew some kind of weird Creole trick where he like fingered the gator real
Maybe
quick.
he did. Sticking it in his nostril, sticking it in his butt,
It's like if a shark comes near you, they say you're supposed to like try to poke his eye.
poke his eye,
Yeah,
jam him
or-
in the gill.
I think that is the thing with the gator. You try to like, they don't have enough pressure if you can hold their mouth shut. They have more pressure on like closing, like they have more strength that way. But I think I've seen like on one of those nature channels where they say like, if you really can't get him, just stick your finger in his hole. I'm like, all right, I guess that's a rule for everything from now on.
They told me that with a pit bull. Shit, I had rabies.
All right, well. Oh, we forgot to promote the shit at the beginning. God damn it, we didn't do that.
Well, I guess promote yourselves now. So
You,
more of the story here: don't jump off bridges and try to swim home first. Sit through the wreck. I guess.
Yeah, I wonder what was worse, jail or the gator water. But,
Gator water.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, he got to experience both that day. So
Why would you jump? I don't even trust lakes anywhere, especially in Louisiana.
Both of you
Hell
gonna
no.
get your ass ate anyway.
easily.
There it is. I knew there was something there. All right, well,
Plug time.
yeah, that's it. That was fun, man. Thanks for coming out.
No, no
Appreciate
problem,
you making
man.
the
This
trip out
fun,
here.
bro.
You got any shows coming up? This will be out literally like tomorrow. So if you got anything you want to plug, your social media.
Yeah, I got a
all
couple
that.
of shows. September 8th, I will be at the Addison Improv with Michael Sean. September 8th at the Addison Improv. And September 19th, I'm going to be headlining the Arlington Improv September 19th. So make sure you get your tickets. Go to my Instagram or social media. It's Midnite Comedy, MIDNITE. I spelled it like that because I just got my GED. So you go there. Link is in the bio where you can buy tickets.
Hell yeah. What about where can people find you social media wise? Instagram?
Midnite Comedy. Just type in Midnite Comedy. You can even Google me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gonna pull
Midnite
it right
Comedy.
up.
And that's
Yeah.
MIDNITE. It's spelled the easy way because y'all are dumb and y'all fuck it up. So you're welcome. And do me a favor before I plug my shit. Start the music for us. Just point anywhere in the room. Boop. There we go. I do it in post. It's lingo. It's part of the industry. We're
Hey.
pretty high up. So, anyways, I don't have a lot going on right now. I just finished a whole bunch of stuff that some of y'all didn't fucking come to, but that's okay because I got more stuff coming up. September 24th and 25th, I'll be featuring at Comedy Arena with Joey Johnson, formerly known as Joe Coffee. He hates that I bring that name up. I don't give a fuck though. October 17th. Wait, where'd it go?
You should buy the website joecoffee.com.
October, I don't know. I'll say it next time. But sometime in October, I'm at the Arlington Improv for one night. I got some free tickets to come out. But the best thing that I have right now to promote, October 22nd and 23rd, the full weekend, Comedy Arena. I'm headlining. Come out to it. Buy a shirt.
Great.
I'm actually doing all my shirts for $10 right now. I'm doing
Yeah.
just throwing them out there. There might
They
be a
all like
couple
smalls and
misprints.
mediums.
No, I got all the way up to 3X.
Oh, nice.
So I got everything.
Come on now.
Any more questions? What else?
I was just trying to help promote you
You want one?
for free.
Nah, I ain't got your size. Nah, but y'all come out to that. Hit me up on my Instagram at Mikey B the comic. It's pretty easy to spell. You know what to do by now, right? Like we say this all the
Come on
time.
now.
Same with our podcast. Tons of clips. Go to our Instagram page. I mean, there's got to be 100 at least.
At least.
1 minute, 2 minute clips on there, reels and IGTV videos. If you want to see like other episodes you want to preview before you listen to it, if you like it, still download it. You can just delete it later. You don't have to listen to it. We need the downloads though.
I mean, every episode out of 68 have 67 have like 2 promos
2 to
posted
3, at least
Yeah.
2 posted, except for the ones we forgot. But that's not my fault. I don't care. But that
it gets a little rough when you get early.
Yeah. I don't get up to like 2 or 3 every day.
No. I'm talking about it's rough when you get early in the numbers of the episodes.
Yeah, but you got to scroll far for that. These people ain't going that far back on our shit.
First 10 and that's it.
Yeah, there's real video there though. But y'all check that out at the Open Mic Podcast, MIKE. What's our Twitter, Jason?
Open Mic 5000.
When's the last time you tweeted?
The other day.
When's the last time you really tweeted?
The other day, but I did it on my actual profile and not the podcast's.
Yeah, we got a Twitter, but I don't know. I'm just not good at Twitter. And I should
get to it.
I know I'm supposed to try. It's like the medium. Do you use your Twitter?
No, I don't know how to use it.
I'm so fucking. I feel old and dumb, and I don't get it, and I just don't like it.
You know, every time I
Instagram,
post,
it's pictures and videos. That's the easy thing.
Every time I post anything on TikTok, I try to get that going for us. They would always like shut our shit down and like silence it, not let us say the volume. They turn the volume down or say it violates content guidelines.
I know this is low, but like we had a video we posted in the first day, just in a few hours, it was up to like 12 or 1300 views.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, fuck yeah. And then it just dropped off. And
I posted the next two were like 700 and 500, and then all of a sudden, like it was like
nothing.
It was 0 on like 2 of them.
And they sent us a message saying fake news, so they trumped us. And then they said for cursing. And I watched and some other shit too.
It said for fucking bullying.
And who are we bullying?
Bullying.
Yeah, I don't. It's stupid. I don't know. I see other people cursing and it's fine. But anyways, whatever. Fuck it. Nobody cares. Y'all still listening?
They just wanted to say y'all were too old to be on this shit. Don't do this.
They're like, hey, we can tell you cut those jeans yourself. We're supposed to buy them that way. So now we're done. We're also on Facebook, all that stuff. Y'all know what to do. Tell your friends, whatever. Come to the Comedy Arena, 24th, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, 25th, whatever. Just come to stuff, do stuff. Whatever. I don't know what else to say. I think that's everything. Did I miss anything? Y'all think of anything?
Done.
All right. Suck it.